Hello, healing family. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Soul Notes. It's your time to heal. Let's heal. Um, I wanted to bring to you today something that I felt that needed to be discussed. So today we're talking about something many people are living in, but don't even have language for: survival mode. What is survival mode? This is when your body is still reacting to something that may not even be happening anymore, y'all. You look calm on the outside, but inside, you're tired, you're anxious, you're overthinking everything, and you don't feel safe, even in safe spaces. Let's talk about why. What survival mode really is. Survival mode is not what is not survival mode. Survival mode is not weakness. It is your nervous system trying to protect you from harm. Your brain has one job, and that's to keep you alive. So, when you experience trauma, emotional abuse, workplace stress, unpredictability, manipulation, your brain says, danger, 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 danger. Stay alert, stay alert. Look out for danger, danger. Stay alert, stay alert, stay up, stay up. You're hypervigilant. And it doesn't just turn that off. And it doesn't just turn that off. Even when the situation changes, your body may not. What does it feel like? Like what it feels like real life symptoms. Let's make this real. And I'm going to stop here. So, you all know episodes on Let's Heal. It's your time to talk show. I want you all to be open, your soul just, you're free, and your soul is just, oh, like you want to be in this state of mind to soak in this information. And soul notes is you actually take notes, y'all. A pen, pencil, anything that you want to write with, marker, anything that you want to write with, and a piece of paper, notebook, journal, notes on your phone. Um, I even text notes to myself because God talks to me when I'm driving. That's our favorite spot. Me driving in the car. So sometimes I have to, if I'm stopping on the side of the road or I'm still, I go ahead and just text it to myself. So, again, journaling, journal this, put in your journal, notebook, notepad, whatever you want to write on. I want you all to be able to be educated. these things that I am moving forward with in talking on my shows here in on our talk show on the talk show, I want it to be life changing for you. I want you to be able to take this, live it, learn from it, live it if it's something that you need to live in your healing, or it's something that you need to be educated on. This is what my show is all about. And you can take what you're learning or learning with your story, your experience, and teach it to someone else, or be there for someone else that's in that space that you were in before, that you've been in. Okay, let's get back to what it feels like. What it feels like. What does survival mode feel like? Survival mode can look like overthinking every conversation. Now, when I was in survival mode, I feel like I was in survival mode in different scenes in my life. Like, it depends on who I'm speaking with, like speaking to, or having a conversation with. Do I feel safe with this person? Am I anxious? It depends on who the person is. I would go back, or it just brings me back to a trigger of my abuse. Then I just go back to that mindset where I'm overthinking the conversation. Like, I'm literally overthinking that conversation. And, I want to talk about overthinking on another show, because a lot of people use that term overthinking, they just throw it around. You know what? We'll talk about it, but let's look up overthinking. Let's look up overthinking. Y'all know I'm a word girl. Let's see. Overthinking. Overthinking. Overthinking is the habit of excessively analyzing, dwelling on, or worrying about situations, past mistakes, or future uncertainties, often leading to mental exhaustion, anxiety, and inaction. It involves replaying events, overanalyzing conversations, and catastrophizing, or expecting the worst possible outcomes, which prevents productive decision making. This is why I don't, I'm not a fan of individuals just using it, because they want to manipulate the conversation, or they want to gaslight you. So sometimes, y'all, when people say overthinking, it depends on how their intent is. Take it with a grain of salt. Um, Look at me, using these my grandma, my mama, and them words. um, I may have said it wrong. But just do not dwell on it, and don't let it mold. Like, don't let it sink in, because some people don't even know what overthinking is, and they don't understand it, because they don't know what we've been through in our life. I'm sorry, my mic muted, and I hope you all got that. But you know, you can't soak these things in because again, individuals does, some people just don't know what these terms are or what you've been through. Survival mode can look like feeling like you're being watched or judged, constant tension in your body, difficulty relaxing, even at home, y'all. Even at home, you find it difficult to relax. Emotional exhaustion. Oh my, the emotional exhaustion in itself. Whew, I can't even explain it. Trouble sleeping, irritability or shutting down. You literally shut down. I know individuals that I shut down sometimes. But I know some individuals that I know and they will shut down, like all the way down, like to the point of I don't want to talk to anyone. And in that mode, they're not trying to do this intentionally, but when your brain is in survival, you're thinking to go to safety. You're thinking I need to be safe. And they're not thinking about love or being in love or friendship or meaning of friendship and all of that at that time. So you know they shut down. So being in survival mode and someone that's in survival mode, you have to be very much patient with them. If you really want to be in their space and you want them in your space, it's going to take patience, grace, and forgiveness. Feeling paranoid or unsafe. I know when I was in survival mode, and I'm still operating in it. I just I just know God has me, and it's more controlled. But um, the paranoia was for me. You know, is he watching me? Does he have a recorder in my car? Does he have a device, to detect where I'm at? It just was like so much paranoia. Like I was just feeling paranoid. Always preparing for something to go wrong. Like you can't really be, how can I say this? Um, just at peace with yourself or just be safe in the moment because you're tensed and you believe, it's always something gonna go wrong. It's something always it doesn't yeah it doesn't fail. Something's about to go wrong. Something's gonna go wrong. So I need to prepare myself. So it's almost like you want to run to the future to um stop it or um do some type of adjustment. It that's what anxiety looks like to me. And I may be off a little bit, y'all. I'm sorry. But you're always preparing for something to go wrong. And you really don't have a peaceful state. You're not in a peaceful space. You know, you can't even enjoy your life or enjoy, the things that God wants you to have because you think it's going to go wrong. And everything good that happens, something always comes up. So, oh my God, this is not going to last. But here's the truth. And here's the truth. This is not who you are. This is what you adapted to. This is not who you are. This is what you adapted to. I don't want you to feel like these things are you. This is your character. Okay. Why it doesn't turn off. Now, here's where people get frustrated. They say, why can I just relax? Why am I still thinking about it? Why do I feel like this? Because your body learned a pattern. Stay ready. Stay ready equals stay safe. Stay ready equals stay safe. So now your nervous system lives in what? People talk about this all the time. This in the therapy world, counseling world, ministries. Fight, flight, freeze, fawn. What is fight? Irritated, defensive. You constantly in a fight mode. Everything you ready to you sitting in this. Everything is you getting ready for the defense. Like you ready. You getting ready to um fight. Like you ready to respond. Flight, overworking, avoiding. I know I can be in a fight mode, depends again on my environment or atmosphere. The flight is definitely almost all the time for me because I don't like to be in chaos, and some things that don't make me feel safe, I want to avoid. Freeze. Now this is where you shut down and you numb. You just freeze. You just shut down. I go into this mode sometimes as well. Fawn. This is me as well. People pleasing. People pleasing to avoid conflict. Your body is not broken. I want you to know your body is not broken. It's trained. How survival mode affects your life. Survival mode doesn't stay in one area. I want you to hear this, y'all. Survival mode doesn't stay in one area. It spills into everything. Work. So at your workplace where you're feeling targeted or singled out, fear of making mistakes, overperforming just to feel safe. Relationships, difficulty trusting. Y'all, this is me all day. Um, I can't even get it out. Um, um, it's so difficult trusting, especially when new people enter my space in my environment. I tend to have some difficulty trusting. Like in the back of my mind, it's like, are they up to something? Are they talking about me in their head? And you expect betrayal. Like you're expecting it to happen. Like you are in this relationship, you with your friend, spouse, partner, um, and you expecting them to betray you. Like you are, you're trying to fight. I don't know if that's like the, with the fight, flight, freeze, fawn. Um, it's like you expecting this betrayal to happen. So you trying to prepare yourself for the worst. Like, let me go and prepare because I already know this person gonna do something. So let me put my guard up. Let me just be and get ready for this. You over explain yourself. Now I do this. The over explaining, I definitely do. Like with my friends, if I feel like it's something I analyzed in a way that I feel that I was wrong or it didn't sound right, um it could be something I've said or something they said, or I just over explain myself. Like you're over explaining. You just constantly explaining. So your home life, you can't turn off. Your mind is still at work or in the past. And this is where people get confused. This is what people think. Something is wrong with me. No, no. Something happened to you. It's nothing wrong with you. This is something that happened to you. The truth most people miss. Let me give you something that might set you free. Okay. You can be safe and your body still not feel safe yet. This is where healing comes in. Healing is teaching your body we're not there anymore. Y'all, I'm still in that mode. And I'm still seeing my therapist. I have a new therapist that I'm working with, and um, it's a lot of work because sometimes healing doesn't look like people think. um, it's something you don't just go and it's something like a magical wand that goes healing, and you just start like you've been in this space for so long, and now you have to um now adjust to safety, right? So you got to heal. Healing is teaching your body, we're not there anymore, you're not there anymore. And I believe my therapist would say, just tell myself, hey, you're not there anymore. You're safe. And again, that takes time. This is not, you cannot rush it. How to start coming out of survival mode. Okay. We don't force our way out. We guide our body out. Here's how. Take your notes, y'all. Soul notes. Slow down the body first. Okay. Your mind will follow your body. Deep breathing, unclenching your jaw, and relaxing your shoulders. Create small safety moments, not big ones, small. Sitting in silence, soft music, stepping outside. Talk to yourself differently. Instead of, what's wrong with me? Say, my body is trying to protect me. Thank you, body. You're trying to protect me. Reduce constant triggers. Okay. And this could be toxic environments. Remember, I said the triggers. And you're gonna know what space you in when you start getting triggered. Toxic environments, stressful conversation, and overstimulation. I want you to give yourself permission to rest. Okay? Not earn rest, receive it. Okay. Whew, y'all, this was a breath of fresh air talking about, because it's so many people does not know what that means, and everyone feels, sometimes they feel like survival mode means something else, and especially um, when people talk about narcissistic abuse a lot, and people hear this, they talk about survival mode, but any type of trauma or anything that affected you in a negative way can make you resort to, in your mind, your body is in survival mode. You go into survival mode. So if you've been living in survival mode, I need you to hear this. You are not crazy. You are not weak. You are responding to what you went through. It's playing out. But you don't have to live there forever. Your body can learn peace again. Your mind can feel quiet again. And your life can feel safe again. This is your invitation to come out of survival and step into healing. Okay, y'all, I'm Takesha. I'm Takesha Wade, healing educator. You can go to my Facebook page, Takesha Coaching. I do post some things there. I'm on TikTok, Coach Keisha, and Coach Keisha W on Instagram. So, you know, if you want to get in contact with me, just inbox me, message me. And I am just happy to be with you all today. All right, y'all. So we're going to end here. I'll be back. Um, so, y'all, my mouse always gets stuck on my computer when I'm um, in the studio recording. I'm sorry. Okay, y'all. I'll talk to you next time.